Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. It's Sunday. It's Monday. It's Monday. I don't know. I'm all kinds of messed up. It's Sunday for me. It's Monday for you. There we go. We got it. I know I have this. So what do I do on my Monday video? Oh my gosh. My Monday video, I love to come together and show all of the things that I have worked on throughout the week. All the whips, all the finished projects, whatever. Some weeks there's more than others. Some weeks there's not a whole lot, but that's just life. That's how that goes. And this is just such an enjoyable time to do this. Now, I'm absolutely thrilled. Everything that I've got in front of me, I thought I had more. I didn't. That's okay. But everything I got in front of me, I started this week, which means I didn't work on my whips. Not at all. I thought I did. I thought I had worked on 2 of my sweaters, but no, that was last week. No, I didn't. We found out at pretty much the beginning of last week that my daughter-in-law, she's on bed rest right now. She's in the hospital. Our 6th grandbaby, she's having a little boy, and he just wants to come a bit early. But I've had so much love and so much care and so much reassurance. I'm not stressed. She's not stressed. So life is good. She's just having to stay put, and Daddy has to take care of the 3 kids by himself, right? That they already have. So I have been on grandma mode all week long. That is all there is to it. I have been going, okay, it's time to make larger clothing. Now I had made, like, this is a, like a newborn preemie. Yeah, this is like a newborn size, newborn or preemie, something like that. I'm not sure, but it's a smaller one. I've got a lot of other things that I made pretty much 3 months or larger size, but I didn't make into the little tiny things. Well, I had to rectify that, right? I mean, we're going to have a preemie, right? Of course, I have nothing to do with it. I had the son married, right? But there's going to be a little preemie born when he wants out, right? That's how that works, right? When he wants out. So I had to make some things, and I started off the week and I got these little booties. Oh my gosh. And I did these with this book right here, Inspiring. And this is a 2002 magazine that I have been told, yes, you can still get it. It's about $11.50. This is what I learned how to knit with. This is my second copy. My battered up copy, I'm still using. It's downstairs. But this is the second copy I got because it's what I learned to make socks on. And I really wanted to have a pristine copy. And they've got baby socks in here. So I'd never made them before. Not from this pattern. So I thought, well, why not? I've got a baby. Let's make some. And I used the Premier wool-free sock yarn. Of course, it's discontinued. And it is a 97% acrylic, 93% acrylic, 7% PBT, which is like a stretchy plastic type material. And it has just the best stretch. I think these are going to be fantastic for the little guy. And he'll be able to get some wear out of them, some use out of them. So these I got done. So thrilled. We've seen the hat earlier in the week. Yes, look at that. And I did discover this does stretch for 10 inches. And I might make some bigger. Some people were saying that, maybe go for an 11 inch. That's fine. I can do that. I'm new to this. I have absolutely no idea. If it doesn't fit our baby, it'll fit someone's baby. So I'm good with that. So I have this. And then I was talking about, well, I needed to make a top. And I found the cutest little crossover top. And it is a free pattern. I don't have buttons on it yet. I gotta hold it down. Stay down. Stay down. The little ribbing, the bottom bottom border wants to flip up. But when it has buttons on it, it won't. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That is so adorable. And I love it. With the Fair Isle on there, it looks so sophisticated, so amazing. Look at that stitch pattern. Oh, that's just beautiful. And it just crosses over and has these 2 little, find it, has these 2 little buttonholes on the front, right? And it crosses over right there. And I just have to get the buttons to work. I do have a tiny little button tin, right? Who doesn't use cookie tins for their buttons and needles and stuff? So in this one, I have more of the kid buttons, some fun stuff like that. Now these are too big, but I was thinking maybe this would work with it. I mean, it's kind of a grayish purple, but it would work with what I have size-wise. I mean, I've got that. I've got red ones. No on the red. Not for this anyway. It doesn't really match at all. I mean, I can go odd a little bit, but not going pink either. Not for the little guy. But yeah, so I've got red, pink, and I've got this as the smaller buttons. I've got another button tin, but that's more of the shiny, sparkly buttons, and I'm not going shiny, sparkly either. So that's my choices at the moment. Being that it is Sunday, it's for me. It's not like I was able to run to Hobby Lobby. I'll do that during the week, not a problem, if I want to try to get newer buttons. So that is what I have gotten. And I think we saw, I finished these, the little booties previously. I think last week I got these two little ones done, but I did finish the hat this week. And you're like, that hat's not gonna fit. I know. So I have to make another hat. I mean, it'll fit just later, right? I have to make another hat if I want to have a matching type set, because that's not working with this booty size. But I'm learning, right? I'm having fun, I'm learning. And as we discovered, this is my first time trying to actually make a matched set. And I had some people comment that the Grinch here might be able to be like the right head size, because on the camera it looks like this teddy bear is, but that teddy bear's got a 16-inch head, so that's not it. So we're going to see about this Grinch. This Grinch was made by a lady named Justine. She does craft shows here in Colorado. Absolutely wonderful. So I saw it. I had to have it. You know, the excuse is I was getting it for a grandkid. No, I wasn't. This is mine. No, that's not to say if one of my grandkids wants this that I wouldn't give the Grinch up. There's no doubt about it. So I've got this Grinch here, and we're going to see. Let's see. I measure at least 10 inches. I think it's going to be around the mouth part, would be around the size that we're looking at. And that right there is saying it's about that 10-inch mark. So yeah, if it fits around and stretches around to the mouth, then we're good. Right? Okay. So you got the hat. All right. I know we want to see his little eyeballs, but I wanted to see how it would at least look, right? There we go. So we got the little hat, and I'm going to put on our cute little wrap around top. Right? I'm dressing the Grinch. He is getting dressed. The nice thing about this yarn is look how easy that stretches for an adult to get their fingers through to pull that on. Now, don't hold your baby like this. That would be bad. Don't do that, right? But you get the idea, right? Because the camera's not in my lap. All right, so it's easier as far as that, because I remember that too. It's been a long time, but I remember trying to get little hands through tops and stuff. Not so easy. And then with this wraparound style, I think it's going to be an easier one for mommy to deal with for the baby. All right, so we've got the wraparound, and like I said, the little buttons go right here, and that will hold that down in place. So here, we'll let the Grinch see. We'll have him a little top hat. There we go. There. We'll have it like that. All right, so the little jacket fits. Okay, that's cute. We'll have to measure how big the Grinch is. Now to see the little socks. Okay. And these socks are great. I mean, look at this, how easy they just stretch like that to just place over the foot. No issues, nothing as far as that. I'm going to use more of this yarn to make some of the baby socks. Hopefully mommy will like them. We'll see. I think she will. She likes the stuff I make. I think she'll like it. Okay, so we got our little tufted feet. Here we go, little socks. All right. Oops, lost the hat. Oh my gosh, is that not cute? Look at that. I'm going to put this hat back on. Okay, so let's get this back on. That is too cute. Look at our little guy. See? So it's going to be adorable. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So we've got the little Grinch baby. It's okay. You know, that is absolutely adorable. So very nice. Very happy with that. That's cool. All right. So thank you for the suggestion to put it on the Grinch. I would not have thought about that, but that works. I'm like, no, the Grinch doesn't work. No, but the Grinch does work. And those socks are perfect. Look at those. Look at those little booties. That is amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And as we see, we don't want to really smother the Grinch, but the hat definitely works. So there's no issues with that. I have a matching set and almost an appropriate size. I'm not sure if it's 100%. We'll find out. You know, there you go. And with these sleeves being so easy to do that with, they can easily be rolled up too. I didn't make them long, but they can easily be rolled up and you can have a little arm sticking out. So either way, look at that. Got the little tufts in there. I got that. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. All right, so we have this beautiful little garment. And so I made a 3-piece set this week, fingering weight yarn. That's pretty cool. I'm pleased with that. And I finished off the blue hat. And I think I had the booties done last week. I think I had those done last week and I was working on the hat. So 4 projects done this week. Didn't do anything on my whips, just working on the baby projects. And I think that's just gonna consume me until it doesn't. It is making me so happy and so relaxed and just in such a peaceful calm with this time being. And you know, I've had so many people talk and everything and tell me how their babies were extremely tiny and very premature, and now they've got kids of their own, right? So that's amazing. Oh, I'm not concerned. I'm not stressed. I think Daddy's a little stressed, just saying, because he's at home taking care of the 3 babies. I think Mommy's a little stressed because she's used to being at home and she's in the hospital. So there's a stress as far as that goes, but no other types of panicky things like the first day. None of that. So that's absolutely wonderful. And now I'm wondering, well, I think what I need to do is I need to make an appropriate size hat to go with the booties. And if I have enough yarn, I'm going to make another wraparound top. I'm going to make another one with this beautiful blue. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. And then it's which other color to jump on board with. I don't know. But I also have some other stuff coming up towards the end of the week. I'll talk about that next week. But I have some other things done coming up during the end of the week, so I'm trying to prep for that too. So lots and lots of things happening, lots of fun, absolutely enjoyable. This is a light week. This is a very, very light week. I think you've seen everything throughout the week as I was working on it, and that's not normally the case. There's normally things that just don't normally make it in the daily video, but they're in the weekend video or the monthly video. And I was just having so much fun with the baby stuff. I couldn't resist. It was absolutely adorable. And I think somebody had commented, what was it, 18 by 22 inch for like a preemie blanket? Really? I'm gonna look that up. You're probably right. And that's exciting because what you could do with that, since I've been working with so much of the fingering weight yarn, is maybe make like an heirloom type thing, very similar to what the Lovey would be, you know, because it's not going to be that big, and lace, doing something, you know, very closed lace, not open work lace and everything like that, but just something that's very delicate, very heirloom quality. If it's just 18 by 22, that's a lot more doable than a blanket this big, right? You know, then you can get into just the really fun stitches, the intricate things or something along that line. I might have to do that. And I really do need to put the hippo together. I really do need to do that because, you know, the baby's going to be here really, really soon. So that Lovey needs to be put together too. I'm just having fun with all the baby clothes and the fact that this fits. Oh my gosh, that is just absolutely adorable. It really is. It was also suggested that I maybe try a diaper cover. I don't know. I've done one before, but that was a long time ago, and it was, you know, worsted weight cotton and, you know, a larger size. I don't know necessarily how to do something like that for tiny that will fit with all of this that would even be used. I think this ensemble will have a chance to be used, if nothing else, for pictures. And even if it's not done for pictures, I know I made it. I know I had fun. I know that this was made with love. I know the Grinch cracks me up, but this was 100% made with love for the baby. And even if he's not able to wear it for whatever reason, that's okay. That is okay. Maybe if he's not able to wear it for whatever reason, then when he's up and around and whatever, and you know, all the healthy stuff or what have you, we can take a picture of him sleeping with all these parts laying next to him. And that's fine with me too. It really is. You know, it's, for me, it's making the stuff with love. It's making the stuff and knowing that it will be enjoyed. And like I commented, you know, if miraculously he just stays a whole lot longer and he grows a lot bigger and none of the stuff fits him, it'll go to somebody else. It will go to somebody else that will get a chance to use it. So it won't break my heart in any way, shape, or form. It's just one of those things that's kept me so happy and so busy. And I'm playing with the colors and I'm looking at all the other things and I'm thinking, well, he needs a complete wardrobe. For that matter, I think what I need to do is have a button sew-on party, definitely, and pull out all the things that I have made for him, because I've not given them to mommy yet. Well, I've given some, I think. But the things that I still have here at the house, grab all of those and maybe do a video of all of those things. You know, I mean, some of them are going to take them a year or so to get into. That's fine. But just that kind of that reveal of, oh, here's what Nana's been doing while you've been growing. Yeah, this is what Nana's been doing to welcome you into our family. And I think that one might be pretty good because I've made quite a bit. I made more than I realized. I know I've got a romper and, you know, that one's just absolutely gorgeous and everything. And then maybe I make another one really tiny. I don't know. But I was having a lot of fun with, I was doing all the crochet stuff in the crochet texture book and having a lot of fun making a lot of different things that way. But maybe I can grab that smaller yarn, smaller needles, and have fun following the same patterns, right? You don't have to change the stitch counts or anything. Just follow the same pattern. You use smaller materials, it's going to be smaller. That's how that works. And do something along that line and just kind of have fun seeing how things work. I like to make doubles and triples of things like that anyway, just to see the difference when you use a different material or a different medium or, you know, bigger, smaller, etc. So that's right up my wheelhouse anyway. And if it's a pattern I've done in the past, it's generally a little bit quicker to do because you've already worked through the kinks and you're like, oh, if I do it again next time, it'll be this way. And I've already done all of that work as far as that's concerned. So who knows? I might grab some things and do that again. I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going to cut this one short because I didn't work on as much this week. I didn't dabble on my whips. I just concentrated on making things, and everything that I started this week, I got done. So we're kind of like an even keel. We're an even keel with however many projects I had previously, I still have, right? And I was able to finish 4 projects this week. I mean, the booties count. That's a project. This is a project. This is a project. Yes, it's a full set. Look at that. Oh my gosh, how adorable is that with the hat and everything? And you can see the little booties. That is too cute. Oh my gosh, that is just the cutest thing. Yeah, I'm absolutely smitten with this. I've got to take a picture and send to mommy. I think she's going to enjoy it. All right, everybody. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And we will talk to you later. Yeah, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.